Hey there, Capricorn, and welcome back to Unicorn Tarot for your monthly reading. This is going to be a reading for the month of November, and we're going to take a look at past, present, and near future energies. Also, Cappy, if this reading resonates and you want to book a personal reading, all the information about how to do that is in the description box below. And of course, if you enjoy what I do, please consider buying me a cup of coffee or two. Donation link is below in the description box, and any and every amount is greatly appreciated. Looks like you're going to be having a pretty good month, Cappy, because you seem to take a risk and it pays off when it comes to love. The main energy for your reading is the Hermit. Deep down in your heart of hearts, you know what you want, you know who you want, and you're very, very aligned with yourself this month. It's almost like you're able to effortlessly communicate with like your higher self and just be like, this is what I want, this is how I'm going to achieve it, and everything seems to really, really, really line up for you. In the recent past, you get the Four of Cups, Ace of Cups, and the Empress. You are considering making an offer of love, an offer of, here's my cup of love to this person who you care a lot about. This person is like all that in a bag of chips as far as you're concerned. And they're really, you look at them as like the person for you. And you're sitting here considering like, okay, can I offer them my cup of love? Should I give them this cup of love? For some of you, it may be a new beginning in love with a person from your past, or it could just be somebody new that you met. Take it as it resonates. In the current situation, you get the Magician, the Knight of Swords, and the Fool. You're like, okay, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. And it's a little bit risky, right? Because you don't really know how this person's going to react. You don't know how they're going to accept it, if they're going to accept it or reject it. But you are showing me, I'm going to do it. I'm going to take that leap of faith. And I hope that, it all works out the way I want to. And it really seems like it does, because in the near future, you get the Four of Wands, the Temperance, and the Nine of Cups. This is a strong connection. It's a strong, strong bond. It's very emotionally fulfilling. It's very emotionally balancing and stabilizing. And it's kind of like, it's been a long time coming. This is the kind of emotions that you've been wanting to feel for a very, very long time. And it seems to really all work out for you. So let's take a look. Let's clarify the Hermit, which is the main energy for your reading this month. Hermit's clarified by the Queen of Swords, Nine of Pentacles, and the Knight of Cups. You know that you're able to take care of yourself. You know that you're able to be on your own. You're not afraid of being alone. You're not afraid of being single. But you're also showing me I have love, and I have a lot of love to give. And this month, it's kind of like the universe, your higher self is really pushing you to offer somebody that love. And you're kind of trying to hold back a little bit because you're looking at it, okay, let's be logical. Let's be practical. I don't want to jump into things, right? But the universe is kind of like, okay, Cappy, let's go, right? And you're kind of trying to postpone things or prolong things by trying to be logical about it. But, you have feelings, you have love. Why not share it with the world? It's literally the most beautiful energy. So let's take a look at the recent past and clarify the Four of Cups, which is the opening energy for your recent past. Four of Cups is clarified by the Queen of Pentacles, High Priestess, and the King of Swords. Yeah, same energy. You're considering offering your love to somebody, and you're showing me, like, deep down, I know I can be on my own. I know I can take care of myself. I know I can meet all my needs. I don't need somebody. I don't even really want somebody, right? But I have these feelings. And again, what you're trying to do is kind of like, okay, we'll think it through. Let's think about this. Let's make sure everything lines up, right? But you have these emotions and you really do want to express them in the recent past. Let's take a look at the Ace of Cups in the recent past. Ace of Cups is clarified by the Sun, the Nine of Wands, and the Empress, and you get the Empress again in the recent past. Just the thought of being able to give this person your cup of love makes you so, so happy. The Sun is the happiest card in the entire tarot deck. And you're showing me, but I have this fear. I have a fear of it not working out. I have a fear of maybe getting rejected, right? This person is so, significant to you, and they mean so much to you. And you kind of look at them and you're like, oh my God, like this is the person. This person is perfect, right? And so you do want to really offer them your love, but you're also very guarded and very scared of kind of like, well, what if it doesn't go the way it's going in my head? What if it doesn't work out the way I want it to, right? So I do see a little bit of kind of you approaching this with kind of a little bit of guarded energy, right? Because again, You're not a fortune teller. You don't know what the outcome is. But the outcome seems pretty positive. So let's clarify the Empress in the recent past for you. The Empress is clarified by the Six of Cups, the Strength, and the Judgment. You realize that this is a soul connection. You really do. Not only are you looking at this person as like they are all that in a bag of chips, you feel that the connection is also very, very deep. Like you kind of feel like you know this person, whether you've known them for a while or you just met them, you're able to really see deep into their soul. And again, that realization is a little bit difficult for you because there's so much at stake here, right? You're looking at this person, you're like, this is the person that I want. This is all I want. But what if it doesn't work out? What if they reject me? But. So let's see. Let's take a look at the current situation because your recent past is all very similar. Let's take a look at the Magician and the current situation. The Magician is clarified by the King of Wands, the Ten of Swords, and the Temperance. You're dragging your feet here. You're dragging your feet. You keep trying to persuade yourself as to maybe you shouldn't take this leap of faith. Maybe you shouldn't offer them your cup of love. You're fine on your own. I don't feel like you're having a hard time getting people to, like, you're very attractive. You're very magnetic. People are drawn to you. And you keep trying to, like, drag your feet with, you know, maybe I shouldn't do this, maybe I shouldn't offer it. This is literally like this gives me the energy of like, you know, when you were in high school and you wanted to go and ask somebody out, or you had a crush on somebody and you just wanted to approach them. This is like the energy that I'm getting. It's very exciting, but it's also very scared and it's very intense. And you're like, maybe I shouldn't do it. Maybe I shouldn't reach out to them. Maybe I shouldn't offer my love, you know? Because again, you are good on your own, right? Like, again, I don't feel like you have a shortage of people constantly vying for your attention. You're able to take care of all your needs. You don't really like need a relationship. You're not one of those people, but you definitely, like, this person is something different as far as you're concerned. So let's see. Let's take a look at the Knight of Swords in the current situation. Knight of Swords is clarified by the Five of Wands, the Three of Pentacles, and the Eight of Swords. You do decide to take that leap. You do take action despite this immense internal conflict that you have here, right? You do decide to extend the offer, extend your love, offer them. But the way you're approaching it is not like, oh my gosh, I love you, you're the person for me. It's more so like a friendship way. Like, hey, do you want to grab coffee? Do you want to hang out? You want to see how things are between us, right? You're not coming up to them and being like, you're the love of my life. You're like the best thing that's happened since sliced bread, right? I want to be with you. You're coming in a much more like nuanced way of like, hey, how are you? How have you been? You know, let's just get a coffee. And it's difficult for you because you're literally reining in all this like powerful energy and these feelings that you have for this person. And you're coming off as like very nonchalant, very cool, like a cucumber, right? But I do see you spending a lot of time in your head thinking about what do I say? How do I say it? How do I come off not too eager? How do I, you know, it's very cute. Your energy this month is very cute. It's giving like high school, but like in a fun, cute, flirty way. Let's take a look at the Fool in the current situation. The Fool is clarified by the Justice, Ten of Cups, and the Hermit. Deep down, right? You can't hold these feelings in anymore. And you decide to take that leap of faith. You decide to reach out, offer them your love, and it seems to work out really well for you. The Justice is kind of like everything is balanced, everything falls into place. And the Ten of Cups is one of the happiest cards in the entire tarot deck. So it seems like whatever gamble you took, whatever, you know, you putting yourself out there, extending your feeling, extending your emotion, it really did work out for you. And it turned out like the outcome seemed to be very, very, very happy. So let's take a look at the Four of Wands in the near future. Four of Wands is clarified by the World, the Two of Wands, and the Four of Pentacles. Now that you feel the strong connection, now that everything's worked out, and now that you're like, okay, I finally did it, now the fear of, uh-oh, what if this ends, starts kicking in. And you're always kind of like waiting, okay, maybe this is going to end. Maybe it's not going to work out, right? That fear is still there, but I do see it not like holding you back. You're showing me this is a strong connection. This is a beautiful connection. This is what I've wanted, and I'm not letting go of this, right? there is a little bit of waiting for you here, waiting to see if it's going to work out, waiting to see if like the energies are going to shift in a negative direction, but I don't think that they are. This seems to me more just like an internal fear that may pop up for you here in the near future. Let's take a look at the Temperance in the current, in the near future. You also got it in the current situation. The Temperance is clarified by the Eight of Cups, the Page of Swords, and the Four of Cups. You feel the Lovers, right? The Lovers is the most emotionally, positively charged card in the entire tarot deck, and you feel that. But again, you have your fears, you have your doubts, and what I do see that doing is causing a little bit of an emotional disconnect for you, right? Where you may need some time to get over this, but that fear of, okay, now that I have what I wanted, the person that I wanted, right? What if it ends? That fear is kicking up again a little bit in the near future, the doubts, the question marks, and it's causing you to kind of like pull back your emotions a little bit. I do see that this makes you unhappy, right? Because you do really care about this person so much, and the fact that you're like emotionally detaching a little bit to protect yourself isn't making you super happy. It's not what you want to do, but the reason you may be doing this is because those fears, those question marks, those what ifs are popping up here internally for you. Let's take a look at the Nine of Cups in the near future. That's just something to keep in mind. I don't really see it, affecting you too much. The Nine of Cups in the near future is clarified by the Fool, the Page of Pentacles, and the King of Cups. Yeah, love is there. The risk seems to have paid off. And this risk that you took ends up providing a lot of emotional balance for you. And it is a bit of a learning curve for you here in the near future as to maybe you should be taking more risks when it comes to love, and also not letting your fears, your doubts, your what ifs, right, get the better of you and kind of cause that internal turmoil, that internal conflict for you. Because I do see a little bit of like you pulling back to protect yourself in case this does end, showing up here in the near future. But it seems like here in the 3D world, everything's paying off. So all these fears are just internal for you. And it's a learning curve as to how to overcome them and not really give fear that much meaning or give it that much power in your head. So let's take a look at what the universe wants you to keep in mind this month, Cappy. From the universe, you get the Death, the Lovers, the Nine of Swords. Yeah, you're just really scared that this is going to end. This is the Lovers. Like, you view this connection as not just me and my person here in the 3D world, but like our higher selves are in a connection. And it's a very, very deep connection, and it feels amazing, right? And because it's so amazing, the fear of it ending is also just as great. It's just as intense. And I do see you kind of stressing out about that a little bit, but again, it all kind of works out for you in the near future. So, Cappy, that is what I have for you. I hope this reading helped. If it did, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. And of course, if you enjoy what I do, please consider buying me a cup of coffee. Donation link is below in the description box, and any and every amount is greatly appreciated. Thank you so much for tuning in, Capricorn, and I will see you here on the next one.